Okay, tell John I'm going to make him lick him.
All right.
I'm telling.
Hey,
That was a good one.
Paulie.
I'm going to
Paul-
him over.
Paulie, by the way, brother, you're talking to administrator for the Rock Zine Hit Parader that I'm very, I know for a fact that you're very familiar with.
Well, let me tell you, then he knows a friend of mine.
No shit, eh?
You know Mark Weiss, the photographer.
Yeah.
Mark Weiss, who was the manager of Ritual, my band.
Yeah, a lot of them seem to have given up on the rock on the magazine, but not me, brother.
Nah, you know what? Dude, just do an article about me over there.
Well, you know
You know
what?
what I mean?
I'm gonna keep
You know
that.
what
I'm gonna keep
you know
that.
what you should do it on?
What's that?
NSF. Did John tell you about that?
John hasn't told me anything about that.
Okay, John, NSF is nephrogenic cystic fibrosis. It's caused by the contrast, dude. That contrast they inject you for MRIs and stuff,
Yeah.
it's mercury. It's deadly on the first shot. When I had my kidney out,
Yeah.
it crippled me.
Holy jeez.
So, dude, it would be a great article in your thing that the case maker, Paul, from the Ultimate Case and Cases Unlimited,
Yeah.
I would let you do. You would be the first magazine because they're coming to me. This is going to the news in Washington, bro.
All right,
Would you
bro.
like a good story?
Yeah, for sure it does. I mean, you know, well,
Get
yeah.
my number off of John because Boba has been in Rolling Stones and all these guys.
Right.
I turned down iHeart and Sirius Radio
Yeah.
because I like doing it, bro. It's not about no money with me because I can't work no more.
Well, there is no money.
Dude, the money and this could collapse, and you could go on with the article how what they did to America and the world with the music business.
Right.
It's gonna collapse it. I shut down Napster with Lars from Metallica, bro.
No kidding, eh?
Yeah, I found out they were doing downloads for free, right?
Yeah.
And I went up against Fanning,
Holy.
and B.B. King turned it down to go against it, and B.B. King, Whitney, all of them turned it down, and then I got to Lars, which I used to warm up for Metallica,
No shit.
and what happened? I used to warm up Metallica, Cinderella, White Lion, all them bands, man. And I was just talking to Vito Brado 2 months ago. You can't even get him on the phone.
No kidding.
He don't do interviews no more. He's coming on my radio station to say hi.
Right.
And I've worked with over 28,000 artists and sports teams doing the cases for, dude.
Right. Wow. Yeah, brother.
I've worked.
Yeah. You know what?
20,000 stages, and I don't think I'm all that in a bag of chips and shit. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you. Well, listen, we'll definitely have to follow up on that, and
Yeah,
once.
follow it up. Tell John to give you my personal number. Tell him I just sent that, and tell him if he got the email.
I've given you their number, Paulie, but we need meeting ID numbers I sent to you. For some reason, I can't find it right now. I'm looking for it right now, so I figure I'd go to you.
I just sent it out of theultimatecase@aol.com.
No, send me the meeting number and ID. The meeting room.
That's what I don't. I don't have the meeting number. I'm trying. I just told John that I never got the email.
Okay, then we're gonna have to make a new one then.
I got 22,000 emails sitting here right now.
Okay, we're gonna have to make a new one.
To bounce it back to me real fast, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it right here.
I appreciate it. I just sent it from the Ultimate Case Company. It says here it is.
Okay, he's looking it up, Paulie. And meanwhile, like once you got a little more time and all that sort of stuff.
I love to talk to you, man, because dude, I was always into Hit Parader and shit like that. We were in Ritual. If you type in Ritual and in what you call it,
Probably in Google, eh?
if you type, wait, hold it, at 128, he just sent that and it got. Wait, what the fuck's this? Mail or demand? Is that it?
Not sure.
Yeah.
But check me out on Facebook when you get a chance and all that shit, just for starters, and you'll see, you'll have a better idea.
Hair,
IR.
of OF Dog.
Yeah.
at live.com, right?
Yeah, that's the email. That's my email. Now,
Yeah, it got bounced back.
if it bounced back.
It bounced back to me.
Spelled it wrong.
Okay, HAIROFOFDOG at
Yep.
live LIVE dot com.
LIDE.
Yeah, .com.
Okay, hold on a minute. I thought you said lies.
No, live.
Okay, no problem. Hold on. Now let's try this. Hold on. I don't let things stress me, bro. I run a place called also Road Recovery.
Yeah.
It's a thing of the qualities of life. I have gotten people off of heroin and all that, fentanyl, alcohol, and everything in 16 weeks or less. So that's another conversation.
You did this.
Here it comes, bro. Hold on.
I did that?
I'm gonna send it to you now. It should.
Did what?
Okay, so it's HAIROFDOG at LID.com.
LIVE.com.
Okay. It's hard for me to type these days, so just don't mind it, man. This crippled my ass real good. Okay, so I'm gonna put here, and now I'll just put here it is. Send it.
Come here. Get up here.
Yeah, dude, I only had the radio station for a year.
Right?
The first day, actually the first week, 20,000 came in immediately.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. So putting this thing together. I'm the fastest. I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm the fastest on Facebook, Instagram, and all that shit.
Yeah.
If you were on Facebook, right?
I am so.
No, I'm just saying, if you were, right?
Oh yeah.
And someone told you to go fuck yourself, me and my friend. In the middle of the night, did you ever do a mafia? Did you ever hear of an internet mafia hit? I'll tag 300 people and say, read this shit, motherfuckers.
Wow.
And you know what they'll do?
I have no idea.
They will turn on the person. I've gotten 15 people off of Facebook for fucking with me. I've had hits, 25,000 hateful hits over what I'm going through, and 400 threats and death threats. I don't jump, bro. You would have to watch my videos. I'll turn them on to you one day.
Right.
And you'll say, Paul, you don't budge, bro.
Right.
You know, it's just a thing, man. I'm a normal person. I could have went to Sirius and iHeart, but I like freedom of speech. And, you know, I will get to Washington with this, because if you look up the 63rd mayor of New York City, Isaac Varian,
Yeah.
that's my great uncle.
Oh no shit.
So my family owned a quarter of New York City when it was all dirt road back in the 1800s.
Right. Right. Victorian times.
So let's see. Okay, 133. Had a cooler room in 2 minutes. No, that ain't it. 133 keeps coming back, man. Why is it coming back?
I have no idea. If you spelt it right, hair of dog.
Spell it out for him.
Hair of dog.
Spell it out.
LIVE.com.
No.
Yeah, LIVE.com. Hair of dog at live.com.
Hair HAIROFDOG. I can't even spell.
TOG, that's what I'm sending you, bro. Try it again. Why is it bouncing back?
Okay, send it to me and I'll send it to him.
Yeah, just send it, dude. Can you remember this? The THE, the
No.
ultimate case at AOL.com.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Send it over to me.
Send what over to you?
I don't know. Just send it over.
It's the THE ultimate ULTIMATE case CASE at AOL.com.
For what?
That's
Send
his-
what?
That's his email.
Right, I got his email.
That's my email.
Okay, but we're trying to do a podcast.
I know, I understand that. I don't have the Zoom. The number, the code number.
I sent it. I don't know what I did with it. I'm looking for it right now on my phone.
I'm gonna run out of juice on that, baby, on the phone.
On here. On here.
Yeah.
So, can you set it up, or we're gonna have to set up another meeting and call you back, or?
Well, do it today. Call
Yeah,
it
when-
today. I mean, fuck. It
Well,
won't take.
dude, I can go right through the phone. I've done it before. If you want to call this number while you're doing it or whatever, and get me on the line and talk, I'll talk. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm saying?
the Zoom is. We should just do it on.
Technically, we should just do it on Messenger if that's what you really want, John, because it'll be a lot.
We'll do it on
You
Messenger.
want to go through Facebook Messenger because I got a clear signal. When
Yeah,
I'm
man, for sure, because it'll be so much easier. We'll avoid this bullshit.
Dude, I appreciate
Sorry about that. That's
man. You know,
my bad.
No, I deal with Zoom. You know, I dealt with Zoom. I
Then
haven't
set up an
dealt with
account and call us back.
No, you'll just go through Messenger. Go through Messenger. You
Just
got
go
Messenger.
through Messenger.
Yeah.
on
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Do it like
Are we
that.
gonna
It's
do
so
live,
much
though?
easier. Facebook-
Yeah, it will be live, but you can still record it.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, dude. Coming to you, we are at the Medios Rock.
Don't let him get on Messenger first, and we'll go
Okay.
from there.
I am on Messenger already. I got it wide open.
Okay, what's it under, Paulie?
Well, I got John's open. What do you want me to open under yours?
He's got yours open.
Or,
Mine is Emidio Vaz, Emidio Vaz.
I'll get it right now. Give me a second.
All right, brother.
Okay, hold on. Because it says it right on John's. It says it right on John's. On his Facebook.
Right.
So I'm just gonna copy and paste. I believe in copy and paste. I believe in simple and easy, dude.
Exactly. Let's fucking keep it simple. It's the best way.
Dude, that's what I tell you.
Hold on, I might have it
Hold
here.
on, let me finish.
All the time. Keep it simple and very easy.
Absolutely. You gotta write these
All
points down.
Hold on a minute.
I got a copy right here. See?
Oh, yeah.
I believe in copy
You.
and paste. Everything goes through Messenger. It's so much easier.
Absolutely.
Okay, you have a picture. It's right here. 71 mutual friends, lives in London.
Yeah,
Live in,
that's me, brother. I believe that's me. I'm with a guitar and a big train wheel.
Is that what the fuck that is?
Yeah, that's from a locomotive.
Okay, hold on one second. I just got to do one thing. I just got someone must have got in here. I added a friend. I got 5,000 friends. This is bullshit. Facebook is fucked up, man.
Yeah, I know.
So now we got to get rid of a person
See,
here.
I got 5,000. I got 5,000 friends as well. I got to get rid of somebody.
Dude, I got 125,000 followers.
Nice work.
So I'll send them over your way to hit the hit parader thing.
Okay.
I work together with people. Let's put it that way, dude. I don't hate. I'm not in competition with you or what you do. You know what I mean?
Hey,
If I had a magazine company, I'd be spreading the wealth, to you and I would say, go over to this site like I do John's. I don't believe in that. There's so much business in the world. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to basically go against people in competition. You get what I mean?
you know what? I live by that, man. I don't compete with anybody. It's
No,
bullshit.
you don't need to. If you're good at what you do, you don't have to, man.
No.
There's no reason to.
No, I don't compete with anybody. Believe me. If they like it, great. If they don't, well, that's too bad.
Well, you know what the best part of it is? I called Stern out, dude, and I'm bringing Stern on here to go up against him.
No shit.
Oh, yeah, I know Stern. I know Stutter and John. I put him in his place. He owed me $1,800, and I put him in his place 100%. You know what I mean?
I hear ya.
And does he stutter? Yes, he most definitely does. Okay, here comes the request, dude.
Okay.
You still got your hair like that?
Of course. No, it's only
I like it already. He didn't sell
Paulie. Let me quote you on that. No, it's longer.
Yeah, dude, my hair from the radiation they gave me. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Every week it grows 2 to 4 inches. It
Holy
changes color.
jeez. Holy
Man,
jeez.
Man, this was all prescription guinea pig shit. They experimented on people. So if you have a bad kidney, this shit rebounds and it gets to every tissue of your body, and then it starts attacking the other. I only got one kidney left.
Yeah.
If that goes, I'm over with, dude.
Okay.
I don't believe in God, dude. My views on God, I don't believe, believe in churches. The book was written. It's real. It's been changed around. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying.
I don't believe that you had to get married in a church. If you got married in your living room right to God, then you would have no pre-ups. It's all business contract shit. Dude, I've been in Forbes magazine 5 fucking times.
Holy
dude,
jeez.
you would have to talk to me on like an hour and a half conversation.
I will.
And you'd say, this is crazy, Paul. So I just added you.
Yeah.
On your page. You got a cool, dude, I like your background. Where'd you get that one done? That's neat.
Oh, you know what, brother? I believe, well, rock and roll and, of course, rock goes with goth. Not to the extreme, but yeah. So what I do, actually, I had an artist from Texas draw up a few. And do you know Richie Rielms? From the band Lunacy?
No, that I don't.
Okay, he's done a couple for me as well. Let me see where you are here. Friends request groups.
It says Paul DeVoe.
Yeah, I seen you. I gotta delete somebody here from my list.
You too, right?
Yeah. So let me see who I got here.
You've heard of my metal band, Ritual, the New Jersey band from the 80s?
Yes, I have.
Metal play?
I have.
Yeah, I'm the guitar player. Derek the Skull Teller from Overkill was in the band.
Right.
I had Ricky Parent from it at one time.
Oh yeah.
From Nuts Enough. He died of cancer. Ricky and me were good friends.
Yeah, you know what? We're at that point in our time that, there's going to be more deaths than fucking weddings.
And I got Miss Crazy. I don't know if you heard of that band.
Oh, I know. Miss Crazy's a very good band.
Dude, Miss Crazy is number 2 on my radio station. Ronnie's in there every night.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Miss Crazy. Actually, Miss Crazy, I believe, is a Canadian band.
It's a killer band, dude. Ronnie's got a tone on him like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he did. He did a project with Jeff, the guy from Cinderella.
Cinderella and Frankie Banali and his brother and Freak Show.
Right. Yes.
So I talk to Ronnie at least once a week on the phone, bro. He just got married. His grandmother passed away a couple of days, and he was still in the chat room. See, dude, if someone gave you got all these people in the chat room, right?
Right.
And I do request night. Could you keep up with all the requests of every one of them?
Oh, hell no.
I can.
I can't. No.
You're the wizard. You're the wizard on the radio.
Well, I got 5 computers in front of me. I'm only running one right now.
Oh,
I
wow.
usually have all 400 groups of Facebook that I have. I've made 400 groups of Facebook up running in 12 hours.
Holy jeez.
I'm not into it no more. I teched in 1988 up to now, right?
Right.
So if because I'm a firm believer in God, dude.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care what security. I have broken fucking Facebook's firewall.
No shit.
All right. Yeah, and it comes like that. If someone wants to fuck with me bad, I'll make them disappear off the face of the earth. But I don't do that. It's not right. No. It's like I could get into bank accounts. I could do whatever, but I don't do it. And, it's not right. It's not the way to be. You just laugh it off, shrug it off, block the people, the evil people, and just get rid of them, man. I like you. I like your background, man.
Thank you.
I gotta have you do me one, man, one day.
Hey, brother, you know what? Well, you're going to see me right now live as soon as I punch you in, because I just deleted somebody that I don't have no need for, really.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You got a lot of them. You got 5,000 chat buddies. Yeah. But I created the first family on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
That it's a real family. I've talked to over 8,439 right now.
Wow.
Live to live. Because of Road to Recovery, and a girl had a skull injury. I'll get to this later. You get me added.
Yeah, I will. I will. I'm working on that now. Paulie, you sent me a request from Paulie D's Hell Yeah Radio, or from where?
I sent it from me, my regular name, Paul DeVoe.
Okay. Okay, hold on a moment, then.
Here, you need me to send you another ad? I'll cancel the request and send
No, hold on, Paulie. Paul DeVoe.
T-A-L. D space.
D capital V-E-A-U.
D. D.
Hold on. Do
A.
Paul. What?
A. A. V.
D-E. E as in Edward. V as in Victor. E as in Edward. A as in Apple. U.
V.
And you'll
Put a
find
V.
it'll say
E.
disabled.
There it
like
is.
that,
There
like
it
you-
is. There it is. We got you.
Okay.
Locked and loaded. Yes, Emilio got me into the radio show himself. He got me into hosting a radio show, and that's why I'm here. Thanks, Emilio, and I come here to personally congratulate him.
Well, thanks, John.
Yeah, dude, you get me on Facebook and go right to Messenger. I got high-tech speakers. Now check this out. You've been in the music business all your life, right?
Fuck, brother. You know what? Paulie, I used to go hungry Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just so I'd have money in my pocket to catch that
Correct, okay?
catch that
Yeah,
act
I'm
on
gonna tell you
Thursday,
something.
Friday, and Saturday back in the day, brother. Yeah,
You know the song Purple Haze?
of course.
You know the second line where Hendrix is going, help me, no?
Yeah.
You know what the underlay tracks Hendrix are saying that you can't hear?
What's that?
Turn up a good set of speakers. He's saying, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Holy jeez.
Dude, that's how clear my hearing. I pick up separate tracks. You could send a track to your band,
Yeah.
to your recording to my band. I'll tell you where you fucked up, how many guitars you use, and how you change it in the mix. I'm hearing everything on separate tracks.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's like All My Love.
Yeah.
Page doing such a light acoustic, you can't hear it. You just think keyboards are coming in the front. I'll explain it to you one day. I still don't got the ad here from you.
Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, you should have, because I'm on Messenger. You're here. The thing is,
Okay, wait, give me a second. Now that changes the whole thing.
Okay, because you got your camera. You got your
camera.
There you go. Huh? Can you see me?
There we go. Let me get off this phone. I'll get a messenger with you.
All right, brother. All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Ciao. There you go,
Paulie
Paulie.
D, how you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up? How are you doing? What is the word? Dance can be hell yeah.
Hell yeah, radio. We're coming to you from Emilio's Rock Den, bringing you the finest in indie, hard rock, metal, and blues. A mentor and inspired me to be the radio host. Thank you for having me over this podcast. I wanted to personally congratulate you for being a finalist for the DJ of the Year. You have met the strict criteria and met the impressive fan base to make the prestigious list. Baby! Also, we have the metal musician from Hell Yeah Radio, Paulie D, the station that rocked the nation podcast. Hell yeah! How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Everything's good. You know what? You grab the platinum albums, throw them in the back.
Good for you.
So how you guys doing, man? It's a good
Excellent.
day.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's not a bad day. You know.
I beat the
Well, hold on
storm.
a second, John. What's your weather out there like?
Oh, it's a beautiful day. I don't care if it's rainy or sunny. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood.
There you go.
We'll bring Mr. Robbins' neighborhood into it instead of Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
There you go.
Tell them about how I beat the weather alert. I just got here, went to Port Stanley, took some pictures, and as soon as I got here, there was a torrential downpour, and we set up camp here, and it worked out fine. Got here safe and sound, and we're on the radio show now.
All right, very good.
Yes. So John has asked, for me to meet up with you, and someone that I should be familiar with, kind of thing.
Well, it's more that it's a privilege to know you. I get to know people. It's a privilege to know you. It's a privilege you can come over to Hell Yeah Radio for one thing. Stop by. I created the first family on Facebook that's real. And I congratulate you 100%. I treat people real as a family.
Well, thank you for doing so, and you know what? I'm going to have to return those congratulations, because so word has it that you're going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as you should be.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I put in the paperwork for it, and I'm going for it for 22, and you got to be in the business for 30 years, which that's why Stanley was totally against it, because they changed the rules on the table. Okay.
Yeah, well,
100%.
yeah, well, not you can't make everybody happy all the time, right?
I don't intend to. You make yourself happy and you help other people and care about other people. That's what the world's about.
Yeah, there you go.
For a
So
better
how
place.
how are you handling with all the? I know it's hitting the music business very hard
Yeah.
to bring this up. All right, this could sink the music business, which the totals of the numbers on the coronavirus and all aren't on the money as far as I'm concerned.
Well, you know, Paulie, you know what? Yeah, of course it has hit the music business in terms of live events and all that. But as a musician, because you're always so creative as a musician, you look for different ways to, you know, to come through to your audience, to your listeners. And so many musicians have done through YouTube. I mean, and they're connecting everywhere, right? So,
Correct. And I talked to Single 13 last night. I talked to Roger Katz, the bass player from Benatar. They're probably going to bring it into to the point that they're going to do live concerts that you'll pay through pay-per-view. There's no way they can bring concert goers in there into a concert with masks and stuff and control it.
no, absolutely not.
It's not going to happen.
No, and you know what? I don't want to touch on this, but down south, your way, I mean, you know, the Constitution, because you guys believe in you shouldn't wear it, and the other half saying you should wear it because, you know, and I'm not going to get into this.
Yeah, no, I just made a point that I feel bad in the music business about what went on with the musicians
Yeah.
and what's going on, because I talk to them every day, and you got my full support because it's collapsed where I last worked before I got sick. I had 3 businesses up the case company on my own. I kept with it all these years, and it could take out my boss by September. And that's a major case company here in Jersey that 40 years of doing every major band in the world of legends.
Right, right. You know what? Yeah, again, Paulie, you know, a musician will create ways to get to their fan base.
Correct. If the walls, it's like if the wall's in front of you, you'll find a way to get around it, under it, over it, or through it. You'll crawl through the sand to get to the water.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Most people don't have the guts to do that. I sleep about one hour a night. I've been doing it for years, and I usually, the most I ever went without sleep, getting Foreigner, Lou Reed, and Anthrax and Whitney out the door, was 14 days straight without sleep.
Holy jeez, brother. How do you keep sane? How do you keep a fresh mind?
Well, you know what? When people tell me to shut up, you want to see a magical trick? You like ventriloquism?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, let me tell you something. No one's gonna stop me. No one's gonna do anything to me. Because let me tell you something. You're not gonna see my little suit. Floyd D. He got balls. Let me tell you something. You know what? I'm the best ventriloquist out there. I learned that in 3 minutes. I had a drumstick twirl, and I learned twirling the drumstick 3 minutes in one hand for 3 minutes in the other. I picked up. What stick am I going to use today? I'll use Billy Cobbin, man. Why not? Basically, I looked at my fingers one day, and I go like this. I go, too easy, right? But that wasn't the trick. You're always a right-handed. What happens when I go like this, and I look at the other hand, and I go, too easy. I could twirl them to all fingers. People don't know how I did it. I went to a coma one day, and when I came out a month and a half later, magic happened. And I saw it from the man upstairs.
Very cool.
So, yeah, I got the behind me is the Platinum Mountains, and I'm gonna shut my mouth and let you speak.
No, you know what? No, I see those albums, and no, I want to hear. I want to hear about them. Like, I mean, are they platinum or are they gold?
These are platinum from you know the band Live.
Yeah.
Throwing cop. Okay. Well, I got this one's from Secret of Somalia. They gave me to my company. I got 98 credits on albums, 15 platinums, and I got enough memorabilia. I was good friends with Lou Reed, David Bowie. So basically being a business owner of not one case company, I had the Ultimate Case, the Ultimate Case Corp, Cases Unlimited. So I would go with Cooper, I would go up with Bowie as friends. I was friends with everybody in the business. And I was never late with an order getting on a plane with Bon Jovi or anybody. I was the highest priced case maker in the world over Calzone, Anvil. I know Joey, I know Vinny at the case companies, I know Starcase. They all worked with me because I was never out to undercut their price. My price was my price. Now,
Cool.
being a case maker is a tricky thing. It's a very, you can't be a 30-second off on nailing together or cutting the cases, or else the tongue and groove, the case won't close, especially on apple crates.
Yep.
China closet. I've also built. We got Ultra Case out in California. Well, I'll send you over some pictures of the guitar stands that we did for the Stones, and it was on a CNC machine that we took out the Stones' tongue.
Yep.
I was with C&D Case, which was originally, you might remember a case company called Frisbee Flight Casing in New Jersey back in the 80s.
You know what? I'm not familiar with that one, but I have bought. I got a case over there that I bought from. Well, they're located in Texas, Payola or something. I'm going to read the name. I'm just going to stand up, get it.
Okay.
Are you?
That's cool. It sounds familiar because
Yeah.
100%. Because you got in the 80s, man, you had a case company on every corner, and
Right.
9/11 hit. It actually cracked the business. Once people could understand, they're called Flight Case. Flight Case goes down. The first month, I lost $172,000, and I was basically almost about ready to give it away. I think I did the Chili Peppers. They had the guts to tour. But when you deal with B.B. King for 20 plus years, and you deal with Greg Allman, and I would go on the buses with them and sit with them and talk with them, Frampton and all, Foreigner, great guys, you know. But actually, people have asked me, who's your favorite, Paul, in the business? And you know what I would say?
I have no idea.
It had to be one person, David Bowie.
No shit, eh?
David Bowie was the nicest guy to me. He took me out to lunch. See, with Lou Reed, and Lou Reed too. They took me up to their apartments. Laurie Anderson, he was with, and I made the first case for her violin, and for Michael Brecker for the Iwi. Michael was I knew Michael very well, and it's sad how he passed, as much as Greg Allman, Butch Trucks. I was talking to Butchie 3 weeks before he passed away from that horrible thing that he went through.
Right.
And he should have went to the fans, got the money for the taxes, and but these old school cats, man, they won't do that 100%. Now I watched Butchie doing the whipping post one time. Went down to PNC Art Center in Jersey,
Yep.
and he was getting chest pains. 9 paramedics came in on the side of the stage. You know what Butchie said? I'd rather die on the stage and do the whipping post before you get me. He's having an anxiety attack, you know. He didn't realize it. It basically feels the same.
Right.
But, you know, to hang out with these guys and Greg and all them, and Whitney Houston was one of my biggest accounts. Mariah Carey, you know, they got stalked. I mean, I dealt with Kravitz. You know, Kravitz moved to Miami as a producer. Sammy Marandino, drummer for Cyndi Lauper.
Yep.
I know you know you. I'm very good friends with Sammy for a 25 plus year relationship. Eddie Martinez from Robert Palmer, Blondie. He did the first video of Rock Box for Run DMC. He's in the video. So, you know, to tell you the truth, it's like you being a guitar player or you doing your magazine.
Yep.
What it did, right?
Yep.
It was fun. Then
Right.
when it turns into a business, you lose we all lost, I hate to say, I didn't. I got the switch on full. Okay? Right now, the switch is like a light switch on full.
Right.
They lost the drive. The musicians are going, hanging out, and doing it old school was the best way.
Right.
And when you lose the drive and turn it into the love, I never liked the business end of it. I like designing and building. To come up with custom, I made the first for the Devils. We'll take the New Jersey Devils. First blade sharpener case that didn't leave the case because they would throw it just in a box and would throw off the guy.
Right.
I did the SOD soundtrack for Dolby Laboratories. I'll send you a letter over that.
Cool.
So that's what got me the claim to fame with everything was that letter from Dolby. To get a letter from Dolby Laboratories from Mr. Carroll over there, and they still have it. It was on for every major motion picture all over the world. So, you know, the case, everything was custom designed. Mariah Carey's makeup table was most 172 hours to build. She got what she wanted.
Wow. Wow. Well, very interesting, brother. Very interesting. Yeah, it sounds like you've had, full plate every time.
Wait till you read the book. It's going to be killer.
So you got a book coming out, obviously?
Yeah, I got it. The majority, everybody has asked me. I've been dead 9 times, and I'm not kidding you. I've been dead in major motorcycle accidents. I had 2,500 pounds of wood hit me in the back. Been in a wheelchair twice, and a lot of other stuff, which I'm not going to get into. That's another time. The thing is, I shouldn't have been walking ever again.
Right.
And I got up out of a wheelchair twice, and it's a miracle that I've been around. I shouldn't be talking to you guys right now, you know. And I kept my story up after 9/11 took my business out, okay?
Right.
It took the business out. I went back to work, which was originally FFC, Frisbee Flight Casing, over to C&D Cases. And I went back with my boss. I stayed with him. I was a manager in there, office manager, and I was the guy you didn't want to rip off.
Right. Right.
I'm not even getting into that because I always got the money. To tell you the truth, I held Guns N' Roses exercise gear for hostage until they paid the bill.
No shit.
Axl Rose, yeah. I told the management over there, I go, I got your gear over here, and here's the deal. Break out the black card, or me and Corey are going home with a bunch of new toys.
Right. Cool. Yeah, I'm actually friends with Vicky Hamilton.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's a class act, that woman. And she's actually the pioneer for women who want to become managers and promoters and all and such.
Correct. Actually, at one time, you know the name Greg Howe,
Yep.
the guitar player? I managed Greg, helped him with his career for 6 years.
No kidding. No kidding.
I got his phone book back when he lost it when he got on the Michael Jackson tour.
Okay.
And he was out with Enrique Iglesias, Justin Timberlake. Justin used to keep him in the back, and Greg, you know Greg's a shredder of hell.
Yeah, of course.
You know? So I'll send you, what you call it, I got him with a 19-year-old keyboard player back in '96, right?
Okay.
The keyboard player had to find a guitarist to keep up with the keyboard player. It's the most sickest recording of speed I've ever heard of a guitarist.
No shit, eh?
Yeah, you can't find it on YouTube. I let you come over the radio. You're welcome 100% to come over with my family.
Appreciate it.
I'm there.
Appreciate it.
You go over there. John comes over there. Miss Ronnie from Miss Crazy was there with me at 4 o'clock in the morning, and like I said, prayers out to his grandmother that just passed.
Right.
And he's dealing with it very good.
Right. Cool. Very cool.
So I've been reading your magazine for a long time. I grew up on it.
Hey, brother, that's how I remember going to the newsstand or the News Depot there and picking up, of course, Hit Parader, Cream, and Circus. So, but Hit Parader is actually the oldest. So when I got asked if I'd be interested in becoming administrator for Hit Parader magazine, it was a no-brainer for me. It was just a pleasure.
Correct. It's more like when you go and you're doing a business, right?
Yeah.
The best thing you could do, it's down with the music business, don't make money. Once they get albums and LPs disappeared, a couple guys cut coke on a mirror, said, yeah, let's put out CDs, okay? Then it went to download cards. You know, you can't even get these platinum albums no more. Platinum albums are non-existent.
Yeah.
You put them in CD form, so you're getting more of a
Right.
one like this, or they'll put like 5 or 10 to make it bigger. The whole industry, it changed. It took I would hate to say, you call it sex, drugs, and rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
Well, it made actually a musician, and I'll say it straight out, if someone condemns me, it made a guy that could be a drug addict in the music business gave him a job.
Right.
And it's the truth. We all party, man. I do a course called Road to Recovery. I lay it out right on the table, straight. Yeah, did I party? Yes. Did I stop when I was 22? I wanted to live. Was I an alcoholic? Yeah, I could drink 65 tall boys
Right.
in it a day.
Yeah.
Plus a half and a fifth of rum. I should have been dead. I was over bond.
Right.
But the problem is, some things keep me around. And I enjoyed when I met up with Mark Weiss. Mark Weiss was the manager for my band. And so you're familiar with Circus. If no one's familiar with Weiss, we went to a Kiss concert, got his way in, took some pictures. His wife worked for the place down in Jersey City where the Kiss, they put out all the Kiss merchandise. The Kiss seen a bunch of his pictures, and he gets on the, I think it was a 77 tour, and that started Mark off. He actually bought his first camera by mowing the lawn. He didn't know how to take pictures. The guy gave him a camera because he said, "Here, take the camera." And Mark started taking pictures. He's stuck in the garden. You got to see it. I'll give you the video of it. It's pretty funny. Weiss goes in 40 years ago. I snuck into the garden. This time I don't have to. You know, and you gotta love the music business and what you do. It's business. I do business lectures and try to help people. Business is all the same, whether it's this radio station, you at the magazine. The only thing that changes is the mechanics on the table.
Yeah. But don't you find... Okay, but hold on. First off, are you familiar with John Rollins? He also...
All right,
a photographer who did actually spend quite a bit of time with David Bowie as well. And, he's moved back to London. And just recently had a bit of a heart attack. But the man, John Rollins is, you know what? That's how he started. He went to a concert with a camera, and we're going back in the 60s when it was a lot easier. And then he's just started, John Rollins, you should look him up. And he's just a phenomenal photographer. But he says the best time he ever had photographing an artist was David Bowie. Yeah.
David Bowie was a unique person. I would sit down, Dave took me out to lunch, and see, I don't ask the stars like Cooper and all them that I've talked to, Ozzy or whatever, about their lives. It'll come out. If they want to talk about the transformation of Ziggy Stardust to David Bowie or Alice, they're going to tell me. I'm not going to pry into the business.
Right.
As much as Lou Reed or what things I keep personally about Greg Allman on tour buses and stuff like that when I hung out with him. Some things you do take into your grave because it's not fair. Even Whitney Houston, they should have never dogged her like that. They should have just let her die. It was a sad day. There'll never be a voice like Whitney Houston in the world.
Hey, I agree totally. Like, you know what? I mean, first off, if you're going to touch on, what made you do this and made you do that, what I'm getting at is you're asking questions that have been asked so many fucking times. You know what? Get something new. Be creative. Don't be the same old humdrum questions because they're sick of answering them.
Well, I'll give you a funny one. You'll laugh. Don't spit out your coffee, John. Put that down before I say it. See, most people in America and in the world are number 12 in a Chinese restaurant menu. One dumb fuck. They don't see it in logic.
Yeah.
Okay? They don't look at logic. Their business, the way the business plans and the way they market it aren't the real deal. It was easier to do it old school, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. The
business was there in the 80s and the 70s and the 80s. The 80s cooked it, but what happened, metal came into it.
Yeah.
Okay? And now, if Zeppelin dies tomorrow, it's not going to last a week as much as Kiss. Because after Bowie died, Bowie was the last musician that died that lasted at least 5 days of talking. Tom Petty dies, here and gone the next day. Vinnie Paul dies, here and gone the next day. But when his brother died, as much as Jerry Garcia I knew, it lasted for weeks.
Right.
Because you know what destroyed it?
What's that?
The internet.
Well,
got
you
out there so much, no one wants to hear it. They're dying so fast, and they did it to themselves.
know I did an article on Yngwie Malmsteen, and he goes on to say that going back to what you just touched on, he said if you're an artist from back in those days, 70s, 80s, you've made it, you will keep selling material. You'll keep selling on the stand. But if you're an artist now, because of the social media, there's so much competition, there's so much shit out there, he goes, it's a dog eat dog world.
Well, it used to be you'll die a legend, okay? These days, the legends aren't dying legends, okay? Facebook, I came into MySpace back in the day, and I was doing all the ritual. If you put my name in, Paul DeVoe, the band Ritual, or just put Ritual, you'll find out I owned all the MySpace sites, all right? And with that, Ritual had Derek the Skull Taylor from Overkill in it, the bass player. So Ritual, you go into Ritual and you type in LTMP. Now what does LTMP stand for? Let the Metal Play. Let me tell you, Billy, if you look up Billy Farley of Ritual and Hard Rock Haven, listen to the interview, right?
Right.
Billy put it out there. Billy opened the doors in '79 with a band called Final Plea and Black Sheep. And when Let the Metal Play, we used to, Paul Booth did all the covers, a tattoo artist. I figure you're familiar with Booth.
Yeah.
I think I got it right back here. Hold on a second. I know it's somewhere around here. Yeah, okay, I got actually the artwork of the cover of LTFP.
Let me see that. Yeah.
I think you're gonna recognize it now.
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I did an
Ritual.
interview on that.
Yeah,
Right?
Billy passed away. It was a shame. He passed away last year, and I always told Billy, we were like the Toxic Twins, Tyler and Perry, and they, with interviews and shit, if you didn't mention my name, I'm Rock Haven. You're gonna hear us. You're gonna hear with that. There's a song, a killer song out there. You're already dead.
Right.
And Billy didn't mention my name. We didn't get into fights about that. We went in, we had the studio that from 2000 up was a bedroom of 8x10, man. We had a 48 track, and we bounced it down to, we took it from digital and bounced it down to quarter-inch analog.
Okay.
And Billy, all the gang vocals up to that day, Billy did them like singly. He didn't copy paste. It was always old school. He had a verse in, and I think you were related to, you're a musician, correct?
You know what? I fool around with a guitar. Am I a musician per se? No. I like fooling around with the guitar and stuff like that. I've been around rock and roll ever since Amadeus Mozart came into the scene, brother.
Yeah. You know what, Al? I hate to ask, how old are you now?
I am 59.
You're 59. So I'm just a little below you. I'm 56. You know what?
No shit.
So am I.
Wait. Check this out.
I'm checking.
This is called transformation. Now, if I take the headphones off and take the hat off, get a little white Aquanet there, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean,
Well, do I have to do the same shit here?
No, I actually, it gets to the point I'm making Motley Crue with that. Now, the thing you would be interested in is, I was practicing a riff on the bed, you know, and it was going, wow, how the hair changed.
Yeah.
You know, I was going dun, 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 dun. But I was just practicing, and then Billy gets the idea. He goes, wait, we're bringing this to the board.
Yeah.
So he hung the, we had to wait for a big lightning storm to come in. He hung the mic out the window, caught live lightning and rain.
Right.
Something I don't even think Sabbath did. I'm not too sure. Now what happened,
You're talking to a Black Sabbath disciple right here, brother.
okay, Billy made the most outrageous, when I did the recordings of all the guitar work and stuff, and Billy went in at night, 6 months editing, and it came out like this. It's 3 a.m., my witches are restless, light the candles, light the incense, silver bell ring at 1, 2, 3, on your knees, worship me.
Cool.
Creatures of the night, creatures from beneath lie awake while the innocent sleep. Lick my flesh, drink my blood, there's no one from the hell above. So he edited in the bats, the horses, and the carriages. I'm not, like I said, wasn't involved in the lyrics because my beliefs is I want to play guitar, write the music, and me and Billy knew that. You know, he didn't push it. Billy had a very high IQ. He knew about the occult and all that.
Right.
And he wrote songs like Dark Star, Prince of Pain, and the thing is, it's the best intro in metal out there ever. Because he did an outro too. He says, "It's almost sunrise, my children. Remember what you learned and who owns your soul. The night is over and the day begins. Go forth and spread the sin. There's no mercy in this cold, cruel world for men, women, boy or girl. I'll be coming for you soon." So we're being in Ritual, and I got the first round of Ritual, okay, with Ritual, and I told John this. The first, if you're familiar with Ritual, Billy had on a tape. We went to Disc Makers, and then the album came out. It actually, we were sneaking into NBC Studios with Jay Vicari.
Okay.
Jay Vicari's the head mixdown guy up at NBC, and we were doing it was on the sly when Billy did it. So Billy was unhappy after the tape came out, and I got together with Billy. All I had to do was let the metal play and Rock and Roll Demon, and I want to be in this band. So I said, "Billy, you're unhappy, let's start our own band." So I've been in and out of Ritual. I was in and out of Ritual for about 30 to 33 years as a player, a writer, also a manager. Jack Frost used to play for Seven Witches in Ritual.
Right.
All right. I was the one that had to fire Jack, and I'm still friends with Jack. You know, I don't hate. I don't believe in hating people, and if someone says something to me on Facebook, block and get rid of them. It gets rid. You don't have to walk in eggshells, man.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so how you doing, man?
Hey, brother. You know what? I'm enjoying listening to you, and again, you know what? It's a pleasure finally, putting a face to the name. So thanks for doing so. Now, John here had this interview all written out in a piece of paper because he likes to go by the book, which there is no book when it comes to music in interviews. I've told him this several times. He don't believe this shit, man.
That's what I'm telling you. You know what? It's like, if you want to run your mouth, I'll run my mouth as fast as I can. I'll keep my focus. And you know what? I am Floyd D from Hell Yeah Radio, the rock and roll station of the worldwide nation. If you can run and think that fast, I want you to say that 3 times and try that. That's a trick.
You know what? You're listening to Emilio's Rock Dan. Nothing but the finest in indie, hard rock, metal, and blues. Coming at you from all over around this independent music world.
Plug and play every day.
Well, the funny thing I did, man, I started my show off with sometimes 50 Ways to Eat Your Lover by John Valley, and I put on Gilligan's Island. No, it was the Love Boat.
And you put on Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, but the thing with the Love Boat, I go, check this shit out, man. What was this? Goddamn polygamy camp? Listen, Captain Steuben was doing Julie. They were banging everybody on the boat. They couldn't wait to get to the next port to get laid. Are you kidding me? Everything comes out of my head. I never did, even with Road Recovery, my recovery group.
Right.
I have never wrote down from the first season. I did 200 feeds and got people out of wheelchairs, brain
Nice.
damage, cured them.
Yep.
A girl couldn't even laugh, and she had holes filled in her head, and she said, Paul is a gift from God. And she calls me up, man. She's the first time she got on me. It was Patricia Blues, and she goes, Paulie, how you doing? She called me back 4 days after I have a 3-hour conversation with her to tell her how she could heal herself without the medication and the drugs and the prescription pharmaceutical shit. And all of a sudden she comes back. She called me 4 days. You know what she said? "Hey, Paulie, how you doing?"
No shit.
I go, who the hell is this?
Yeah,
Patricia,
interesting.
I talked to you.
Interesting.
It's in a testimonial. I'll send it to you. And there's many testimonials like that about people I've helped get off the standards, which
That's cool.
Disorder.
That's cool.
Benzo, diazepam,
You know what? Yeah.
It's alcohol.
Well,
I was just gonna say that.
Alcohol is the most.
Cold gin. Time for alcohol.
Alcohol is the most horrifying detox.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. But now, you know what? I was about to go to the fridge and I was going to grab us 3 beers because I was going to pass one through the. No problem. So, do you want a beer? I'll pass it through the monitor here, and I'm going to get.
Roll me a shotgun through the USB port.
Hey, listen.
Good one.
Paulie, listen. You know what? Again, it's a pleasure meeting you finally. But I got to thank my good friend here, John, for making this possible.
Yes.
So,
yes.
hey,
I drove all the way down from Windsor to make this happen.
Yeah. Windsor there, it's the last tip of the Canadian border. That's, and then you're in Detroit.
The armpit of Canada.
Yeah. Well, that's not.
That's what they say.
I used to live in East Point, Detroit. I used to live out in East Point.
You know what? I used to go down to fucking Harpo's on almost a weekly basis.
Correct. And then some girl scammed me, and I got past the line back in New Jersey, and I went like this, damn Skippy, freedom. You know? It's like everybody asks me how I got hell yeah. You know what? I'm not the Paulie B from the Jersey Shore. I got
Right.
mother from another mother.
Right.
But you know what? It's I'm very proud of you, man. And you get that award.
Well, thank you.
When you go for an award like that, at least you could say, telling a story on Facebook is a weird thing. No one's listening no more. They're so busy about the thumbs up.
Yeah.
It changed at 17. Someone dies, they're not even writing out, I'm sorry, thumbs up, prayers. They ain't praying, man.
Yeah.
They got actually brainwashed. Hey, Mark Zuckerberg, you rock, man.
You know what? But you know what, Paulie? It's just a formality. They're just saying it. Just it's been said so many times before. Thank the good Lord. Yeah. It's just they don't know what else to say, brother. So
it's called repetition.
that's it. That's it. But yeah.
It burns it into your brains,
And actually, to be quite honest with you, it's prestigious, and if they're going to give me an award, I'm all for it because that's. You know what? Thank you for my accomplishments. But I was looking forward to going down to Atlanta and just have a good time down there, brother. That's what I really want.
I was going to go with them.
And don't go there, John.
Well, we can't right now.
Yeah. It's all on hold.
Yeah, well, down, I'm in Newark, New Jersey. So now I'm in a battle down here, man.
Yeah.
Newark is still hitting. You got Murphy down here controlling everything. It's $500. I think it's $500 fine if you go outside now without.
Yeah,
mask.
it is. Yeah.
So the thing is, you want to make a prediction?
Hey, brother, let's hear it.
After the election, it's going to start clearing. The government opens up on the 22nd. Stimulus checks for everybody. I'll let you know this. They're making a decision on the 30th.
Right.
Okay, whether they're going to lower it, not give it, or give the $1,200. So you don't check your Google. It's already been checked out with me. I check hundreds of pages because I don't believe no one. Hey, there we go. Now we got
Bongo.
What's it Thursday?
Bongo.
Bongo, man, you rock, bro. Hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna bring you over on the radio station.
Yeah, he's a rocker, brother. He's a rocker. Yeah. Excuse me a moment. I'm gonna grab a couple of beers here, Paulie.
No, go for it. I'm right here, man.
Thanks, brother.
I got all the time in the world for you guys.
All right.
Well, maybe I can talk.
Well,
Since I initiated this podcast.
So you see, that's the interview. That's how you.
There we go. I'm learning as we go. Emilio Vaz got me into the radio show, radio business, and I'm learning as I go. And I met my newfound friend, Paulie D from Hell Yeah Radio, the station that rocked the nation. And then it gave me an inspiration of sensation for the Plug and Play Indie Roadshow. And I brought it on the road, and I brought it to Port Stanley, and I'm here at Emilio's Rock Den. Here we are. Cheers, mate. Salute.
Cheers, Paulie.
And I'm here to congratulate him personally for the ISSA, Singer and Songwriting Association, and I'm here to present this to my friend Emilio. I made him a trophy and a badge to wear as a novelty. And
You see, Paulie, I don't have to go to Atlanta. You
yeah,
got the
we're
word
doing it right here. We're doing it here. The nominee is Emilio Vaz, the finalist.
Emilio Vaz, see, he's going to go like this. He would get on my radio station, and he would go, I would say, hey, bro, you got to give me your autograph. Right? You know what? He knows his business so good. You know what he's going to swing and say to me? Holy D, you got to give me one of yours.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
It's the truth. I want one of the circus magazines,
Hipperator?
Spine, up on my wall. You know what?
Here, you know what, Paulie? Here you go. You're gonna get this one. You're gonna give me your address. You're gonna get this one.
There you go. Put it right up. You know what? I go in and people say to me about memorabilia. Okay, we'll start with all the credits on the albums from Anthrax and all that.
Yeah.
You pull it out. You pull it out all day.
Right.
I love that. There you go. And send out the plug and play one. I'll put on. I'm getting actually in the background. It's actually going to go to a black background that says Hell Yeah Radio.
Right.
I'm actually going on today. You can catch a feed with me. These people, they just don't get it. So easy to put MIXLR. John has it on. He can tell you how to do it. You come in and you get in that chat room, then people will treat you like a family member for one.
Paulie,
And
I'm on MixLR myself.
He's from Mixlr. That's how I met you, through Emilio.
okay, so what you do, you come on. It could be a Friday night. You got my personal number. See, I'm so simple. I don't believe in mixing boards, my friend. I believe in the speaker. Now, if I go on speaker, if you call me on this phone right now and you go on speaker, it's going to sound just as good as anything else. I don't deal with mixing boards. This thing got such a boost on it. If I cranked it right now, let's see. I don't have it lit up right now. I turned off actually to get a better reception with
Right.
you guys.
Okay.
And I'm running a high mix that it's the clearest mix on XLR. No one has ever. Ronnie from Miss Crazy said, it goes, how are you getting the clarity? That's an ancient shiny secret. You got to remember
Right.
something. My father invented the radio control car. No joke.
Oh, nice. So
So,
I gotta let my dog out. I'll be right back, Paulie.
hey, do it up. I'll talk to John. So how are you doing there, buddy?
Good, man. Excited. I'm here, Fort Stanley, and just at St. Thomas. Actually, 8 minutes from Port Stanley, and it's a beautiful town, quiet. Just missed the rain, and happily retired. I'm enjoying life, happy, healthy, and I got a newfound friend, Paulie D, on the radio,
Yeah.
and I'd like.
Yeah, I get it. Are you guys going to be there tonight?
Pardon me?
You're going to be there tonight? You saying that?
No, it's only a 2-hour drive. I drove from Windsor.
I
No.
was going to say, if you were both there on the night show, I would say call in on the phone and I would put him on. You know,
Well, Emilio might do that. He might do that.
Yeah, you know, you come on and we'll just, hey
What-
man, I'll do anything I want on my radio station. If I want to chill, we'll talk about Hipperator. We go back to the 70s and find out what the last triple bang. It's all good to me.
Excellent.
It's like, hey, you would know this. There's nothing like taking a ride on a Whisker Biscuit on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. You got that award, I'm going to do one better.
What's
I
that?
could run for president, and I got my own slogan. You ready for this?
Give it to us.
More D for president, you'll see Puff Pass with the fucking family. Hell yeah. You know?
Hell yeah.
Hey, imagine what you would get in your Cracker Jack box. Bag of pot seeds, man. Grow your plantation, man. Let's get this world going. Bring it back.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, we're going to legalize pot and medical marijuana, but you only got to pay $300 to $500 to get it.
Not here in Canada, brother.
It's
Not
free.
here.
Now, I have some friends up in Canada. I have Paris Black.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Paris?
Yep.
That's a very good friend. He calls me. I've been very sick for the last few years. he called me and he didn't hear from me, and he calls me all the time to make sure I'm all right. And I got friends like you that would do the same. When you don't hear me on a radio station, I couldn't walk about four weeks ago, and I'm getting up little by little. It comes and goes, and that's another story. And what happened is he didn't see me, and these people are so stupid. Where's Paul on Facebook? You don't have to find me on Facebook. You find me on a radio station.
Yeah.
Now, how dumb can these people be? You know, it's like they don't. Oh, you get blocked on Facebook, all right? So you got the thing with Hit Parader going, right?
Oh, I do.
So Facebook decides to block you. Your friends look at you. Oh, why did he block me? They turn on you. Facebook was the tool of turning on against each other. Okay? You gotta remember, Zuckerberg, I'm pretty sure, owns MySpace, Twitter, Instagram, so if Facebook goes down with all this shit, it goes right to another. The story isn't right. The format when Facebook came out, I was using it. The format of the download of the pictures were the same. Someone worked on MySpace, bro. It wasn't that they copied the format of putting your pictures up and stuff or down it. Someone worked there that knew about it.
Right.
You can't duplicate a program exactly the same like that.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way.
Yeah.
You know, so what are you gonna do with your leg today, man?
Well, this is it. This is it, brother. Just
You're looking at it.
kicking back and taking in some rock and roll history, rock and roll information. And you know what, brother? It's all good, man. I mean, fuck.
Now I got to ask you a question. You have the shirt on that says Swirl.
Yeah, I know the band well.
You ready for this?
Give it to me.
Go talk to DT.
Dwayne. You mean Dwayne? I've talked to him several times.
Yeah, go say, you know who's on the podcast? Paulie D from Hell Yeah Radio,
Yeah.
because they're coming up on the interview on Hell Yeah Radio for the September season.
But you know what? If you talk to him first, listen. Do you know who I was talking to? I was talking to Emilio Vaz from Emilio's Rock Dan.
I'd be glad to. He's such, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I deal with laid back guys, not with egos at their asshole. All right?
Yeah.
Because I would bounce someone out of my radio station in a heartbeat.
Right.
If you want to come there and you think you're all that and a bag of chips and shit, listen, man. I have worked my ass off. I have 3 kids. I was married for 21 years. My business was my wife and my life. When Whitney came in, I moved out of my house. She had to bring the kids down. I lived on foam shelves, laid on the office, but there was a secret to it. If I wanted to take a 10-minute break, how would I do it? And get up. I got down on my office chair, put the back of my ass on the chair, and I bent my legs so in 10 minutes they would fall asleep and I'd fall off the chair and get up.
Wow. Wow.
Going no. Now I almost got asphyxiated doing the Mariah Carey tour, no heat, winter '96 storm out here. And getting that case out the door, the elevator went, I had to get the doors out of that snowstorm. So I got up, it's 5 in the morning. I turned on propane heater, the doors were shut. It's lucky I was laying on the ground, you wouldn't be talking to me. I almost got asphyxiated.
Holy jeez, brother.
Getting hit with 2,500 pounds of wood in an elevator. Now that wasn't. My neck hit where the elevator doors go up and down,
Yeah.
and it should have broke my neck right at that point.
Holy
And-
jeez, man. You're full of good luck and bad luck.
Oh yeah,